you ever seen someone successful and thought, this person is extremely lucky? Think again. Let's be honest, luck might play some role in achieving success, but the cornerstone of extraordinary success lies in the fact that these people develop habits which are completely doable and superior in every way. And most importantly, they stick to those habits. High achievers don't wait for luck. They create their own luck. In the words of Jim Rohn, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. In this video, we're going to talk about the 5 habits of high achievers which make them stand out from the rest. So stick around and let's find out what you need to do to transform your life. Ever wondered why most of the people do not get to fulfill their dreams? The answer is much simpler. They do not set clear, measurable goals. However, high achievers don't leave success up to merely a chance. Instead, they set specific targets and work on them relentlessly. Now we're going to talk about what makes these clear and measurable goals so essential. Goals enlighten the pathway. The clearly defined goals enlighten your pathway to success, showing you where and how to get there. Goals fuel your inner fire. Knowing your pathway and destination ignites the fire in you, thus driving you towards your goal and motivating you through every challenge you face. In the words of Brian Tracy, goals allow you to control the direction of change in your favor. Now you are wondering, how do these high achievers set their goals effectively? Well, let's talk about the infamous technique you can use, the SMART goals, which will allow you to set your targets with the highest efficiency. The SMART goals technique, it consists of specific. The goals should be specific and clear. Measurable. It describes the progress tracking and how it helps in maximizing efficiency. Achievable. Make sure that your targets are totally realistic and achievable considering the resources you have. Relevant. The goals should be relevant and aligned with broader objectives. Time-bound. Set a deadline to create urgency, thus allowing you to work with more and more concentration. Now we're going to statistically show you how those who set clear goals are more likely to succeed. According to a research conducted in Harvard in 1979, the graduates who set their goals made 10 times more than those who didn't. The results of research show 83% of graduates did not have clear goals. 14% had goals but did not write them down. 3% had written goals with specific plans. After 10 years, the 14% who had goals but unwritten were earning twice as much as the 83% without goals. The 3% with written goals were earning 10 times as much as the other 97% combined. This study clearly shows how significant is goal setting in achieving more than your counterparts. Now it's time to talk about the second habit the high achievers develop to make them closer to their goal. The biggest secret high achievers know is the art of time management. They plan and organize their tasks in a way which allows them to be 100% efficient without consuming too much time. What you need to do: you can use different tools for time management like calendars and to-do lists, which will allow you to be highly organized, consistent, and get your work done within the set time frame. A study conducted by Journal of Educational Psychology shows that students who plan and manage their study time effectively achieve grades 20% higher on average than those who don't. The effective time management helps to do your task timely, leading to stress-free process, helping you to get closer to your goals. In the words of Brian Tracy, every minute you spend planning saves 10 minutes in execution.
The majority of people really don't know what they want. They want to be rich, but what does that mean? How much is that? When? How soon? What are you going to do to get it? So decide exactly what you want.
Now it's time to talk about the third habit which high achievers develop, which make them stay ahead of others in the game. We are living in a constantly changing world. In order to achieve big, you have to be extraordinary in learning. You have to consistently strive for self-improvement so that you can your best selves to the world. And it's exactly what high achievers do. They give huge importance to their self-improvement and growth, which allows them to stay one step ahead of others. Forbes, the famous magazine, conducted a study on whether continuous learning actually helps to achieve impressive results. The results show that professionals who invest in continuous learning are 48% more likely to be promoted compared to those who don't. You always have to think ahead of the curve and make immense efforts to improve yourself so that you can compete with the very best. This ability to expand your knowledge and skills will make you to be more innovative and creative than others. This dedication to self-improvement will strengthen your motivation, enhance your confidence, and keep you leading in your respective fields. The biggest example we have is Simon Sinek, the renowned author and motivational speaker who embraces the mindset of being the eternal student. He emphasizes the importance of continuous learning in achieving one's true potential. High achievers do not waste any opportunity to learn something new and valuable. They make stellar efforts to find more and more resources which help them to get more educated than their counterparts. You need to make sure to get access to a number of right valuable resources to expand your knowledge and your skill set. The resources could be books, social media, highly intelligent and successful mentors, and different courses on the internet. In the words of Jim Rohn, formal education will make you a living, self-education will make you a fortune.
Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job.
Moving on to the fourth habit, which high achievers develop, which make them victorious. Networking is one of the most important things to succeed in any field. The world is moving very fast, and sometimes it becomes difficult to catch up with people. Networking makes you build meaningful connections rather than the bland ones. High achievers build relationships with the people which are based on loyalty, trust, and mutual respect. They show empathy, connect with people of every field irrespective of their background, thus increasing the circle. These are the relationships which are evergreen and never-ending. A question arises in almost every mind. How can you build such strong connections? Its answer lies in the fact that you have to work really hard from the start to develop good communication skills and strong interpersonal skills, which will assist you in building relationships that are based on trust and mutual respect. You have to leverage these relationships by strategically using them in your favor to get more opportunities and resources. Leveraging these strong relationships will help you to uncover new business and investment opportunities, thus enhancing your chances of achieving your targets. In the words of Brian Tracy, the famous author and speaker, your network is your net worth. Brian Tracy is a highly acclaimed author and motivational speaker. He is highly respected for his works regarding personal improvement and growth, and the most effective ways of increasing productivity. LinkedIn. Career Statistics released data on how networking is the most important thing in getting a job. The data shows 85% of jobs are filled through networking rather than traditional applications. A research conducted by American Psychologist Association shows people with solid personal and professional connections are 32% more resilient during challenges and report 25% higher happiness levels. Working on your communication and interpersonal skills help you building vast networks, which in turn help you to get more opportunities to get closer to your targets. The last habit of high achievers, which we are going to talk about, is their extremely positive and resilient mindset. For high achievers, problems do not carry more importance than the solutions. They are totally capable of understanding that if they focus on problems, even the most brilliant minds rot and get wasted. You need to use this focusing on solutions approach to stay optimistic and make your head clear of all the negativities. This approach will make you maintain a positive mindset and will allow you to give full attention to the solutions of the challenges you are facing, thus dealing the problems in a calm manner.
Focus. Focus is the most important requirement for success in our fast-moving world today. If you can focus, you can succeed, and if you cannot, you cannot.
The results of the research conducted by Gallup prove that positive and optimistic leaders are 33% more likely to lead their companies to profitability. In the words of William James, if you can change your mind, you change your life. Through self-care practices like exercise, yoga, and healthy habits, you should sustain your energy and mental clarity, making sure you approach every challenge with confidence. In the words of Jim Rohn, learn how to be happy with what you have while you pursue all that you want. There is another quote by the great Christian D. Larson, who was an influential American author and teacher. He said, "Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle." Last but not least, let's talk about some of the most successful people in the history of the world who developed these habits and achieved their goals. Musk is the co-founder and CEO of Tesla and SpaceX. He is famous for his impressive creativity, innovative mind, and strong work ethic. He organizes his day into 5-minute blocks to increase productivity his work. This technique is known as time blocking. He is one of the richest people in the world, with his network reaching around $480 billion. The renowned scientist Marie Curie is known for his persistence, discipline, and consistency. Her work ethic was second to none. She would spend hours and hours to learn in her laboratory to learn something new every day, which helped her become one of the most influential scientists of all times. She won 2 Nobel Prizes. Edison is known as one of the greatest inventors of all times. He was born into a middle-class family and had limited education. His philosophy was based on continuous learning from the mistakes, thus giving yourself a room to improve constantly. In the words of Edison, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." You cannot have the world on your feet just because of luck. You have to develop strong habits like time management, setting the goals and defining them clearly, hard work, persistence, and consistency. You need to get optimistic and give massive significance to positive mindset. You should work on your communication skills, which will help you build strong networks, thus paving a way for new opportunities and new areas of continuous learning and growth. In the words of the great Jim Rohn, motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going.